What's up, guys? Welcome back. Patreon request from Trey. This is Hoshino, Aqua, and Ruby. So let's give this a go. 3 characters, 2 kids, very big anime eyes with like stars in them. Probably have to draw in the stars. I know they're not done with black line in the show, but just so we get with, because they seem important. So let's go. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. Big anime eyes. Massive. So, curving. Boop. Down. Right? Big eyelashes as well, little spiky bits at the back here. And we'll just go back over. Now these are quite dark, thick eyelashes. Very exaggerated, large anime style. Right, just go black inside. There's like a couple that stick down, I think, like over her eye as well. And then some that go up. Bottom eyelid, very thin, barely visible even. Broken sort of dots and lines like that. And then some tiny little eyelashes, like that. Iris, large sort of oval shape. It's not like a perfect circle. There. And then, so everything in this eye, right, is done with color, but you should be drawn with pencil anyway. So you could color over the pencil lines. We will draw it in, I will draw it in with black line, but I would recommend like a pencil and color if you're looking for like the closeness to the anime, just so you know. So the pupil is drawn like this. Okay, and then this, in her eyes, there's these stars, right? And then like white highlights basically on top. So I'll draw the stars. The stars are done with color again, so. But just to get the right sort of style, I'll draw them in. And they're like really long pointy ones. They're not even normal stars. Right? And it's all color and stuff. Her eyelid line coming around. She has 2 eyelid lines. And then an eyebrow above that. And yeah, it's like thicker at the front. Her head is slightly turned, so the other eye is a little bit thinner. So this is like quite long. This one will be like more arched up and down like that, right? So it's like 3/4 the size of the other, because her head's slightly 3/4 pose. So it's like this will fit like, it's probably to the pupil on this one. Yeah, and that's your distance over you want to go as well. So from like the edge of her eyelash to the iris, come over that much, and then that eye will be about that size as well, if you know what I mean. Hope I'm explaining that. It's just because the eye is turned away, it gets smaller. 3/4 pose, bit of perspective going on. And then we'll just curve this over the top again. Color black. And some eyelash lines coming down here. So notice now just how arched it is, you know, because it's kind of squished compared to that one. And again, a really small bottom eyelid line. It's barely there. Oval iris. And again, we'll draw stuff in like this. Pupil. It's purple, not black in this case. And then that star. In there. So her eyelid, 2 eyelid lines, and then her eyebrow there, and just put this little sort of extra bit here just so place the color, eyebrow color. Her nose is just a line, like a dash line, like that. And then her mouth. Like so. See the finger up right beside her mouth, but her chin first. So her chin's like real pointy here. And then this curves. Kind of going for this sort of wine glass kind of shape. It's all about the eyes, so they're like extremely exaggerated size. So goes up this way, just going around. We meet hair here. She has some like, you know, those embarrassed sort of cheek lines. They're done in pink. Or like a pale peach, but I'll just put them in so you know where they are. So then she has a long piece of hair that hang down, framing her face. So we go kind of spike there maybe, and then down again, and this side. And these go up a bit higher and like kind of around our fringe, which is all across here. So kind of like curtains, you know, draped curtains. You know, this kind of thing. Kind of going that way. And there's a lot of fringe here and a small bit here. Always carving with spikes. Like so. Okay, we can see a bit of her earlobe here. Some ear lines. And then like her ear kind of sticks out the other side of her hair. So this long thing comes down. And then her ear sticks out there. And the ear lines inside. Right, the other side of this hair comes up. That way, and then it comes, the rest goes down behind her shoulders, so we'll get that in. Right, so we see her neck here and here, and we'll do the hand probably last. So So her white shirt down there, that way. Here's the shirt here. I think it goes down there somewhere. Collarbone. The hand is there. So rest of her hair kind of comes around and down. So we'll go around here. And there's like some gaps in the hair and stuff. Okay, finger just right here, so just right beside her mouth, right? Like her fingernail on top. Her hand goes down, and then we have 3 knuckles. Her little finger's curved over, I can't see it, so I'm kind of making this part up. Something like that. And then a thumb is here. Da-da-dum-dum-dum. So that looks a bit wide, but maybe I'll just erase this line. Her hand looks a bit fat. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this from my head because it's not visible in the picture, so I'm just going to try and fix this bit. So that maybe should be in there, maybe a bit more. I'll come back to this. So we'll go, just when that's dry. So we'll go over and do this character, the girl. I'm going to guess this is Ruby. And big eyes like the mammy. Let me just do a couple of spikes here. Then back around. There's like eyelid lines. They don't have really bottom eyelid lines. They draw in just a big oval eye like this, and then it's kind of flat down here. And that's kind of the whole eye situation. But we'll draw in the black. It's red, it's like a dark red. No star, only a star in one eye on these kids. And big oval. And the star isn't this eye, but okay, so we'll go like that first, and then we'll try this big star. Nose like that. Like that. It's kind of like eyebrows. They're just lines basically, and the mouth is kind of downturned there. And then a real kitty face. So it's just like round basically. And then she has her hair spikes. It's coming in onto her face. And fringe. Pretty similar to her mother's, just a different color. More babyish. And so the hair kind of, okay, we can see just like a few more spikes here. And then like her ear, I think, is here. And she's got like a little ribbon tying up her hair. There. And the little ponytail goes off the side, back down. Round underneath her neck. And well, there's like a hoodie here. It's a pink hoodie. More hair spikes on this side. Pink hoodie again. And I guess top of her head, just like this little cartoony sort of style. Some texture lines just up here. Right, so like, just like arms. Take it, there's a hand here, but so it's one arm, and then the other one down behind Mammy's hair. Like a zipper down the middle. It's probably a onesie actually. Her back, and maybe her trousers there. So I guess I kind of have to do the hand, don't I? So let's try. I'm gonna go like this. Kitty, baby, fingers. Not bad for made up fingers. So we'll go over and do the boy. So eyes like the mammy again. Carving with the spikes on the end. Now remember, hit pause if I go too fast, because 3 characters, I gotta kind of speed up a bit. Big oval iris. There's a little line there. Yeah, and then this pupil like this. And then we go over to the other one. Curved line, get you started. Add some spikes on the end. Same again. Oh, color that black, I forgot about that. And the stars in this eye on the sky. So apologies, there's a jump. My computer stopped recording on its own, which was nice, and it like skipped these bits. So pause it here. Sorry about that. Just got the face in, the nose, the mouth. Fairly basic anyway. Just a little round sort of thing. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Storage filled up and it stopped recording. So adding more hair all across this guy's head. Good thing I noticed that it stopped recording. I could have like finished this whole thing. And then around here. A little bit of his ear on this side as well. Go that way. A few hair spikes. And then around. So he just has a little round head. Down behind his ear with a little spike. Little baby face. And a onesie, a blue one. Or I'm not sure if it's a hoodie or a onesie. I think it's a onesie if they're babies. I haven't watched this show, so I have no idea what's going on. No idea what's going on in general, you know. I live in a haze. Arms coming down like so. Just basic mirror to that one. And then like we gotta do a hand in here, a little baby hand. And then like a zipper. And then his back. I assume there's a leg in there somewhere. But I think that's it. Maybe another fold or two here. But that's it. I think Aqua and Ruby. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the computer problem. Oh, wait, ear line. Ear line in here. Oh, and there's a bit more hair. Sorry about my computer. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.